Who's here? Let's see if we get anybody. Hey, good morning, man. We're in the car right now, taking the birds on a toss. So we got to make 2 pit stops this morning with them. I got the first group, going to take them 5 miles, and then the second group are going to go on their first toss, like half a mile from home. So we'll release them on the way back. And 2 people watching. Hello to the second guy. Wild for Loft. Wild for a Loft. That's a very fitting name for Minnesota. I know you guys are known for your furs and stuff. Fur trapping was a big thing up there. Probably still is. This was like an impromptu live. I gotta do a better job planning doing lives. Play some music. I got music in the car. I don't know if you can hear it. Looks foggy down there. Turning right. Looks foggy down there. I don't like the way it looks down that way. It looks foggy. Let's see what it's like up here. If it doesn't look better, we're gonna have to take these birds closer. It looks like some fog and haze might have blown in off the water. We're pretty close to the ocean. It's not as clear as it was. We're gonna have to bring these birds back closer. A lot of fog and stuff blew in off the water. It was nice and clear. Now it's not clear anymore. Well, I'm streaming pigeon racing, so if you don't like it, don't watch it. We have 4 baskets of racing pigeons back there. Gonna have to bring these birds closer. If this was the older birds, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But these are young birds. They don't have as much experience. So, the point now is just get them in the air a little bit. Well, maybe I'll go a mile. I'll let all of them out together. They can use the older birds. Yeah, it got awfully weird out today. Today's going to be a learning day for the younger birds, the second group. Merge them back together. It just got like dark out all of a sudden. Well, today's going to be sink or swim day for some of these birds. Some of these guys, I imagine, are going to take a little while to get home. If they got half a brain, it should be very quick. What? Oh, you're getting that smoke from Canada. That sucks. Oh, yeah, we're really close to the ocean. I'm in Jersey. I'm like a couple miles from the beach. We have a slight east wind today, and it blew in some ground fog or some haze. It was much clearer when I was basketing the birds up. I didn't like the way it looked to the south, so kind of going to throw a Hail Mary in the plans. I was going to take the, like I said, the first group of birds 5 miles, and the second group, I was going to take them like a half a mile for their first toss. Now I'm just going to let them all out at 1 mile together, and it'll be easy for the first group and a little bit of a challenge for the second group, even though they've been routing pretty good, but they've been locked down to molt. I pulled their 9th and 10th flights, and they're ready to start moving again, so they're just going to get moving at a mile now. So just got to go backtrack a little bit. I'm curious to see how they group up the 769 birds back there. Well, 68. I left one home for it's got a little minor injury, so since we're so close, I'll just leave it home to rest. And get it moving again in a day or two. But I'm curious to see how these 68 birds, if they're going to group up well. The second group was kind of a week behind with the molt, so they were a little rusty when I had them out yesterday. They weren't really tight grouped up, so I want to see what happens today. It should be interesting, that's for sure. And we've had an issue with the hawk at home. He got one of the birds 2 days ago, so I really don't want to let them out at home anymore. You know what I'm talking about, wild fur. That's just like ringing the dinner bell, letting them out at the loft. So take them away from the loft and let them out and see if that helps. Well, I guess we gotta look at the positives. I wasn't, yeah, look at all that fog. It's really foggy down there. I don't even know if I can go a mile now. This weather sucks. Well, we'll go see what it looks like. If not, we'll go half a mile. Go basically in the backyard and let them out. I can't let them out in my actual backyard. It's too many birds. And there's, wires and trees and stuff. So I gotta let them out somewhere that's open. So when are we gonna let them out? I'll let them out at Bayview. This sucks. I wanted to take them. Let's go just check out this 1 mile spot. We're basically at it anyway, so no harm looking. It's like as long as they don't go past my house. The weather's a fucking joke. 6 a.m. it said 98% cloud cover, and there's like not a cloud in the sky. So I basket the birds up, and then now there's fog blowing in. Still not cloudy, now that there's fog. And then if you wait till later in the day, it's too hot. Sorry, guys, you're coming for a joyride. Should have been letting birds out already. Let's see what it's like over here. I'm basically at that spot. Yeah, it's fucking cloudy. It's foggy. You can't even. This bullshit. Like I said, I can't let them out in my yard. There's too many trees and wires. I have to let them out at the school. It's like a joke of a toss for them, but hopefully they don't go too far south or east. If they keep going east, this gets foggier and foggier, so hopefully they'll just go home. Yeah, there's a ton of fog to the east. Let's pull in and look. We're at the 1 mile spot, so can't hurt to look. It's not the first group I'm worried about from a 1 mile. They've been here. I mean, honestly, this is not that bad. I'll let the first group out here. I'll take the second group closer. All right, let's go. Everyone needs to just chill out in this country. Why? Who's not chilled out? Okay. I don't have time today to wait, or I'd wait at the other location. Alright, so these guys will go here. Let me flip this around. Alright, so there's the 2 baskets. There's the... I think we're okay. It's like ground haze over here. To the east is worse, but this is clear enough from a mile. This is stupid. This is like a waste of time. The only reason I'm even letting them out is because I already basketed them up. If I knew it was going to be like this first group, I wouldn't even have basketed them. Just wasting my time. So the second group is in here. There's 2 more baskets of birds. First time in the car for them, too. We're going to give them a second to chill. Might even just let them out in 2 groups. I'll let one group go first. Wait a minute, then let the second group go. Even though I think they'll just end up meeting up. Whatever. All right. We'll just let them out together. And right towards home. Racing pigeons. They're training. So they got to go home now. Some women in the parking lot watching. They'll be home waiting for me when I get back. Have a good day. All right, so that group is out. Let's go take this other group. All right, this second group is what's going to be interesting. Like I said, they've never been on a toss before. And we got to pass by the house to take these birds to the other spot, so we should see the main group if they went straight home. I'm hoping that they just feel good and they keep flying, and it's not, I didn't spend the half an hour basking up all these birds and then they fly for a minute and a half. That's nothing worse than that. So hopefully they just go right past the house and keep going. So about 20 minutes of the video, we let them out. So I'll timestamp it when I save it. Oh, there they are. Fuckers are already home. See them ahead of me. Yep. Man, if this fog didn't blow in, these guys were primed for it for a good toss. And they're home. You can see them up that way, going right towards the house. Probably circling around the house right now. We'll take this other group half a mile in the other direction. Little bastards couldn't have kept flying. My house is 2 blocks that way. I can see the birds, so whatever. Just reinforced to come out of the basket and go home. Hopefully the hawk's not there. Hopefully the crows are there. Yeah, now they're clocking in. Jerks. Got the new clocks are so fancy for those of you who don't have them. You can see the birds clocking in already. You spend more time basking them than they spend flying. That's why these guys are ready to go on the road. All right, and we'll see what these guys do. Back of a school over here. Let's see what happens. This group is going to be, where do you see this? You want to see a complete contrast in 2 different groups of pigeons? Where do you see this? How unorganized this group is going to be. They've got some of the older birds with them from the first group that, for whatever reason, 11 new benzing notifications. The birds are clocking in. They're trapping in. All right, let's see how these guys do. I'll show you guys the fog. You can actually see it from here, which is why I kept the birds closer. Just because you just don't know if it's going to blow in further, and then you're screwed. Because it looked like, I'm going west. The fog's coming from the east. So you don't know where you go. The weather's really nice, and then at home it's a disaster. You don't want the fly in. So these guys are close to home. I hope there's no hawks at home either. these guys will definitely have a few minutes to chill. Let's flip this around. You can see that way the fog. That way's all fog. Good afternoon. So these guys, like I said, this is a joke of a toss for them. These guys have been, they were, you know, before the lockdown for molting, they were routing really well. But they're definitely rusty after being in for going on. It's like 4.5 weeks they were locked in, grow back their 9th and 10th flight. This is actually a school. All they have to do is go over the school, and home is like half a mile that way. It's like 3 blocks. So this should be pretty easy, I'd imagine. So, all right. We got any of the older birds in one of these baskets so they don't dilly-dally and just come out? They're staying together for the most part. It's not that bad. Let's see how they do. One of them just went like into the trees. I don't know where the hell he went. Oh, there's one. Get away from the trees, guys. Where's that one dope going? There's another dope. Told you this one was going to be much less organized. But they actually don't look too bad. So they'll figure it out. I hope they fly a little longer. But they look pretty good, actually. The majority of them. Some of them are still all over the place. All right, let's go home and see what happens. The other birds are still clocking in. I see some of them heading home. Looks like they split. They know where they're going. All right, let's see how it goes. Other birds are still clocking in. All right, what time did I let these guys out? 29, so it's like 27. I guess 26. So 20 and 26, I gotta check to timestamp it. Skip over the BS of driving around. So the second group, I don't care if it takes them all day. I don't think it will, but if one can do it, they all can do it. The second group actually likes to loft fly better than the first group at this point, so there's a really good possibility they just are going to just go flying for an hour and a half and give me a heart attack. So we'll find out when I get home, and hopefully there's no hawks over there. So We're gonna find out in a minute. Hopefully this first group is going in. Maybe they're still flying. I doubt it. Some of them. I know a bunch clocked in already. Hopefully that means they went in the loft and they're not just walking around the landing board looking like a prime meal for something. Well, I don't see any on my neighbor's roof. Or my roof. All right. I see them all on the loft. So, get the keys. Get my coffee. All right, we're home, so let's head to the back. Yep, here's the first group, still putzing around. And here looks like here comes some of the second group. That's actually one of the first group birds. He's just, he went with the second group because yesterday I don't know what happened to him yesterday. It took a long time to get home. Missed his meal, so I didn't need him to be out too long. All right. Oh, here they are. And we'll see where that other group of birds is. Oh, look at that. I put that guy a mile on accident. He's the second group. Made it home. They all could have went a mile. Well, now I know. All right, though. Let me run. I'm going to end this now, and we'll see when that other group gets back. All right, guys. Thanks for tagging along and hanging out for this. Appreciate it, and see you in the next one.